we're going to do a turkey fan mount. If you've never done it before, this whole piece right here just pivots on like a muscle, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. So what I do is go back in here, rip all these feathers off here, and you can kind of see how it just pivots right there. Grab the feathers that you want showing here in the front, kind of just grip around with your hand. Take your knife and cut it on that side. Back down here, this side of the muscle. Put it down right there, and the whole thing just comes off like that.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. Just want to take the beard, get down to the feather. There's a little piece of meat right there. Just cut it off like that. Take off your stake tag. I'll cut about 2 inches above the spur. Just hack it off. These extra feathers off, and you really want to try to get as much of this meat off as you can. So I angle it in like that, and there's a bone right there. You want to try to cut that out. So go kind of down at an angle on each side. And another bone right there. Alright, once you get the bone out right there, then it allows you to open your fan. So, what I'll do is take 3 nails. Make sure you get all your feathers tucked up in there. Just stick a nail right in the center of the fan. Down. So stick a nail in the middle and come out on this side with the nail. Tack that side down. Then on the other side, which is the last feather of the fan, stick it right there. Tack that one down. Press it down. Go to the grocery store and buy some meat curing salt. Now suck all the moisture out of the meat. And pack it around everywhere. And every so often come out, clean the salt off, and put new salt down every couple of days.
So it's basically going to sit for a while.
It'll probably take a week and a half, 2 weeks for everything to dry. Want to do your feet? What I do is I will take them like that and stand them straight up. So I'll put a nail in between each toe. Then I'll put a nail on the edge here. And I use, this is speaker wire. Tie it to the top of the spur. Get it stitched straight up and wrap it around the nail. And it'll dry like that on its own. Alright, the next thing you want to do with your feet is take a 3/16 bit and go down through the center bone. And you want to drill out the bone marrow. If you don't, you might get some stench. And then cap it off with some salt. Just let it sit and it'll dry and it won't stink. And then I'll do the other one. So just put a little bit of salt on the beard, cap off both of your feet, and they'll dry like that. And then, like I said, scrape off the old salt, put on new salt. And it's going to take a couple weeks for that to dry. This is what it's going to look like after 2 weeks. On these, this is a Hunter Specialties fan mount. Just got a bracket on the back. Slide your fan down inside and tighten those 2 screws, and then put a little bit of Gorilla Glue on the beard and stick it up in there, because if you don't, it's going to fall out. So, and I cap those off with Gorilla Glue too, just to get the string to stay. And it's cheap and easy, so you'll be spending $600 on a mount.